Okay, welcome back. This is going to be a supplementary video walkthrough where we are going to do a step-by-step walkthrough uh, with regards to setting up the domain name, email address, and WordPress web hosting as part of the core system that we need to do for your business. Okay, why is a domain name, an email address, and a WordPress web hosting is so important? The first thing is that uh, our main concern is advertising on Facebook. And the Facebook platform basically has a requirement that they prefer to work with a legitimate business entity, and the more legitimate that you make your entity is, like, the presence of a proper business, the easier it is for them to not take notice of you and just approve your ads. They prefer to have your private domain name. That means it's a custom domain name and not using any other free services. Free services are normally what spammers are using, including email addresses. So when you set up a domain name, what that allows you to do is also to set up your email addresses. Okay, know that autoresponders, which is a part of the trinity of services that we are going to set up, which is the autoresponders, the lead pages, as well as a Facebook ad. Know that the autoresponder doesn't allow you to send any emails out using a free email service like Gmail, Hotmail, email.com, or Yahoo Mail, things like that. So that's the reason why we need to set up a custom email address as well as a custom domain. It all works together as part of the branding, a business branding, a business setup properly that works for you. Okay, and WordPress is important is because well, it's basically a platform for you to set up your blog, and blogging is recommended as you move forward into the future, where this is where you can share your ideas and your thoughts in story format or in blogging format, so that it basically allows you to share your story and for people to connect with you, as well as to show your thought leadership in the industry. So that is a good platform to have. Now, once we set up WordPress, we actually don't need the blogging platform per se immediately, but it is always available when you're ready to go back and set it up. I will go into detail a little bit later when we touch WordPress. But WordPress is important because that's a platform that we need to integrate with ClickFunnels, as well as a plugin called Pretty Links Lite, to do a beautiful custom domain, custom URL for all your campaigns. Okay, so right now, don't worry about it. It is a little bit cryptic for now, so that's fine. When I go through each and every one of them, you will understand a little bit later. All right, so the first thing we need to do is just open up the Jumpstart resource checklist that I've shared with you guys before. The first thing we need to do is go to Namecheap. Okay, so this is the link. Click on this, and then you will come to here. Here, okay, Namecheap. So the first thing I do is I'm going to buy shared hosting. Now you can either search for a domain name first, buy the domain name, come back and do hosting. Okay, but in my case, I'm going to select my shared hosting. I'm going to buy the hosting. I believe they have a promotion that allows me to create a free domain that comes as promotion with the shared hosting that I'm going to buy. So let me just run through it. Either way is fine, okay? I'm going to start with shared hosting. Now remember to use this link. Whoops. To use this link from the resource checklist, okay? Click on there, it will open up. So from here, I'm going to select the value plan, add it to cart. What it gives us is a 20 gigabyte SSD disk space, unlimited bandwidth, up to 3 websites, which is perfect for a start. Okay, so done is $988 per year. I want to get know that this is a promotion. $988 is the first year. The second year onwards is $38.88, I believe. So it's still a very small cost of doing business. It's perfectly fine. The next thing is I want to purchase a new domain, right? Okay. So I guess the free domain is no longer available to promotion, so I have to purchase it, so which is fine. Come up with a domain name that you would like to use, not too long, not too cryptic, something easy for people to remember. What's common is work with your name. Okay, like so. Or you have a preferred name for your new business you would like to use that. Okay, for myself, I'm going to start from scratch and buy a new domain. Child Coaching. Okay, .com. And only use .com, don't buy any other things. 1 year, $10.98. Add to domain cart. Add to cart. So total is $21.04. Okay, then I continue. Follow along step by step. It's not that difficult. Let it load. Okay, so let's look through what we have here. We have a 1 year domain registration. We have a who is got 1 year subscription is free. Enable, leave it. We don't need to buy anything extra, but I think this is also enabled and is free as well. Okay, so that's fine. Perfect. Special 1 year value plan, domain and hosting. Got it. 988. Improve your site. Let me see, what is this? Secure your site with positive SSL for just $199 for the first year. Okay. Oh, this one used to be free. Last year there was a promotion. Now it's $199 for the first year. I'm going to add this. Now what this does is that it gives us an SSL certificate for a year. Now this is recommended because it gives us a domain that starts with SH. Hang on 1 second. Let me just show that to you here. It gives us a 1 second. I'm going to show you. It gives us something like normally a web address starts with HTTP : like for instance .apple.com, right? For instance, it's like that. Now what that SSL certificate gives us is the ability to put in an S in front, and this is for secured certification, meaning it gives people a sense of security, because right now it means that everything that goes through your website are encrypted and secured, especially when it comes to doing e-commerce, when it comes to dealing with payment. This is a preferred method. It's recommended to have, and especially right now there's a promo for only $199 for the first year. Get that. So from now on, all your custom domain will begin with HTTPS : // So I'm going to apply that, add that into my cart. Okay. Confirm order 2303. So this is the first set of costing expense that you are going to need to put in. Log into my account. I'm going to put it in my other account. Now, if you're new, just create an account at the site. Secure card payment. All right. Continue. Okay, review. Everything should be in order. 2303. Yep. Finish.com. Okay, so pay now. Oh yeah, terms and conditions. Here we go. Agree to the terms and conditions, and let's pay now. And please note that everything that we're doing from here on are all in USD. Commissions that we're getting are in USD. Expenses that we are paying with regards to software as a service, online services are all paid in USD. Processing. Okay, what's next is promote your marketplace. Thank you for your purchase. I should. Okay, cool. Now done. Everything is done. Set up a DNS. So let's do this. Later, the last thing is activate SSL. Set up my DNS. Let's see what it is. For domain. How can I change the name server of my domain? I don't think I need to change this at all, but let's look through. In the meantime, I need to log into my email account. Just give me 1 second because I should have received a confirmation email on the other side for the purchase. Should be under Yahoo. Yahoo Mail. I'm logging in right now. They're doing multiple levels of authorization. DVCM. Okay. All right, there we go. Name, chip, order summary. This is the receipts that we received. Now remember to keep subpayment location. Back to inbox. Remember to keep a copy of all your invoices because these are the stuff that you can claim for taxes. And then here we go, package information. This is when we purchase. My server host is this, my IP address is this. So take note of this. COSCHING. Okay, coaching. cPanel address access. So remember I mentioned to you the cPanel, which is a control panel, and this is where you need to go in to set up install your WordPress. So take note of this. All the information over here are very important. Let me just copy the whole thing and let me see if I can save it somewhere. Okay. So save the important stuff of the email somewhere so that you will always have access. Now, I don't need everything. I don't need this. I need this cPanel username. Okay, so this is where we need to go. Copy, come back here, create a new tab, paste that in cPanel, come back. This is my username. Let me see what is not happening. One second. Let me double check that. cPanel, copy. Again, paste it in. Now, why is it not working? Oh, silly mistake. I shouldn't copy the whole thing. Come back here and try again. Okay, loading. And then I need to go and take my username. Username. Put in my username. Grab my password, which I'm going to change, customize for my own. Later on, I'll tell you where to go. Login. Okay, so this is a cPanel. This is where you're going in to do further customization. Now, when you're logged in, the cPanel looks like this. Okay, don't worry about this too much for now. I'm just going to go back to my email to let you know that I'm running through with you again. The package information, your start date is here. So it will expire on the 3rd of February 2019. Know that. And cPanel, this is where your information to log in. Just read through the stuff. Set up your domain name. Your domain name is already done, especially if your domain name is done together with, let me see where, together with the same host, which is Namecheap. Namecheap. So everything is under one house. You don't have to worry about this anymore. Okay, your name servers, you don't have to worry about this. You only need to worry about this if you purchase the domain somewhere else, and then you get your hosting from another vendor. Okay, so manage web hosting is done. FTP upload now. This is important as well, but you probably don't need to use it for now. In the future, if you need help with FTP, just get in touch with Gopi. Gopi will help out. Now, FTP details is over here. The server address is here. The username is here. Your password is here. I would suggest that you go and change your password. And the FTP mode use passive, STP port use this number. So all this information are given to you so that you can use an FTP protocol to upload and download files directly from your server. Okay, so let's look through. Okay, fine, everything is fine. And know that there's another source of support. Chat with a live person within Namecheap. Namecheap have good support, so you can contact them directly. Okay. So everything is all right. You don't need to manage this domain name. Okay, there's two things that you need to know. One, when you go in, is the cPanel. Let me just write that down. Hosting. You have number one, the cPanel. I should say that's number two. Okay. Oops. Number two. Number one should be control. Let me see what exactly it is called. I'll go and find out. Panel. Number three is WordPress. WordPress admin. Control panel. Okay. Go back here. Come back here. Bring this in. All right. This is a Namecheap account. All right. Sign into your Namecheap account. First one is Namecheap account. So there are three accounts here. Okay. And then your hosting cPanel. Shared hosting cPanel, which stands for control panel. Okay, so let's look at this Namecheap account hosting, and then we will go into the rest. Okay, this is where we set up the rest of the other stuff, like the SSL that we mentioned before. Okay, let me just look through. Okay, so for me, I'm already logged in. So all you need to do is just come back here and logged in. Namecheap support. I think it should be here. Oops. Come back to Namecheap. Copy. Okay, I'm going to log out and I will show you. Here we go. So this is where you need to come in. Namecheap. Count. Okay. Next is cPanel. Let me find the cPanel again. URL. So over here, cPanel. Now this should be your domain, okay? The domain name that you have purchased, domain name earlier on. Okay, so yep. And then it should be WP admin. That's all you need. All right. Okay, so let's get back to Namecheap. This is where you log in. Remember, when you sign up for the first time, you set up an account, sign in and continue. Okay, go to my domain. Go to my domain list over here. Then you will see all the domains that is under you. This is the one that I have purchased just now. So I'm going to click on manage. Okay, auto renew. Well, it's a good idea to put it on auto renew. Name server. I think this is fine. Web hosting DNS. Direct. Private email. No need. This is already included. Parking. No. Subdomain. Okay. Go to products. Okay, this is what I want. Positive SSL. I need to activate this. All right, this is a little bit technical. Just follow through. Enter a CSR and domain SSL will cover. Enter the CSR generated based on company info and domains you own. How to create one. Okay, open a new tab. Primary domain. Okay, there's something that I need to grab from here. I can't remember how this is done. I don't do it often enough to remember, so just need to go through the guidance given. Typically, certificate CSR code is generated upon your request by your hosting company or website. One secure. Okay, I'm going to generate that, in which select cPanel. Okay, here we go. SSL TLS manager. So if you remember, we log into here, which is a cPanel. We need to look at the SSL TLS manager. SSL. There we go. Under security. And this is where we are going to come back to set up your email later on. Let's just do this first. SSL. Okay, so what do I need to do? Log in, locate that. Click on generate, view, delete. Okay, certificate request CSR. Generate. CSR, here we go. On the next page, locate that. Generate a new 2048-bit key. And the following information is please use alphanumeric characters. Okay, let's see. 2048, okay. Provide the city. Okay, domain, enter the fully qualified domain, which is SSL. So my domain is .com. Okay, city. Provide the complete name of the city or locality. Please don't use abbreviation. Well, I guess it's Singapore. Select country drop down is states Singapore. Singapore. Company. TD. Oops. So this is my company's name. Company division. And I don't need the division. Email address, support hmng.com. Okay, passphrase was designed to be another working parameter. Obsolete to free, leave it empty. Description. Okay, I think we are fine. We don't need description, so I generate. Okay, so this is the code that we need. Coaching. Coming back to here, enter CSR. All right. The next one should show the code generated. Please include begin certificate request and end certificate request when submitting for SSL activation. Okay, got it. So I'm going to copy all this, copy, come back here, paste it in. Next. Check if you got your server right. Yeah, it's a cPanel Apache. Next. Confirm that you own the email, the domain. So I'm going to use email, admin. No, not admin. No, it doesn't allow me to put in any other email. So I'm going to just leave it because automatically I would have this email set up. So next. Admin email. Okay. So it allows me to do this. So good. Submit. You will get instruction how to complete the domain verification, control validation on the next step. Positive alert coaching. All right. So this is going to take a little bit while. It is in progress. Once it is confirmed, they will approve this. It's usually not an issue. So what we need to do next is this whole process is done. Okay. SSL. This is done. Let me see what else to do here. Manage. Okay. products. All right, there's an alert. I think because I haven't set up my email to receive that yet. Let me see sharing and transfer. No, I don't need this. Advanced. Okay, this is fine. So now I'm going to go to cPanel to set up something different, which is email address. Okay, now before we go into that, there is also something that you can do, which is change password. Okay, come here. This is the old password. Remember to change your new password. Let me go back. Now I'm going to come back here first. We have already purchased a domain name. We have already purchased domain name and web hosting. What we haven't done is set up email. So now we're going to set up email. Email accounts down here. Default. Go back. Email accounts. Okay, the first one I want to set up is support, because I'm expecting an email from the other side to come in. So my password, unlimited. Okay, create account. Done. And I'm going to do another one, which is Peter at peterchowcoaching.com. Peter Chow at peterchowcoaching.com. Okay. Password. Okay, so I have created two different email accounts. I'm just going to go back and show you. The reason why I have two separate email accounts is very simple. One is for me to communicate directly with my customers or my lead, and that's this one. And the support is basically for all other admin or support or notification purposes. So I separate them. All right. So now I need to go into my email account to set them up. And other, continue. Okay, username. Now, incoming email server, I have to go and check that. Configuration options. Should be here. Okay. Find SMTP. No, not that. Add an email address. So set up email client. Here we go. Where is the info? Domain name format. Mail. Com. I'm going to find a page where this information to help you set up your incoming mail server and outgoing mail server, and put that URL in here. All right, in here under email setup. Okay, while it is setting up, there's another way also you can do so. Check your emails is via webmail. Webmail. Okay, webmail is a lot simpler. All you need to do is just go to your webmail documentation, which is this page, and you are logging in online on any browser. All right. Email accounts. Okay. So your webmail would be set up mail client. Ah, there we go. This is it. Again, set up mail client. You click on that. All the information you need will be over here, like the protocols, IMAP over SSL/TLS. We are going for here, this one. Proceed. Continue. Install. Okay, this is done. Email address, account, IMAP. Verified. Okay. Close. So I guess, let me just come here. Continue. With that little piece of code installed into the system, into the OS, all I need to do is just come here and let me just cancel. Or I don't even need to fill this up, and automatically it will set things up for me. There we go. So everything is set up. That means it automatically connect to the email server, and everything is pulled in, as you can see here. And I'm receiving another email that has all the information of the cPanel, control panel. The incoming mail server, this is what you need to use. Outgoing mail server, this is what you need to use. The port that we are using. I would suggest you use the one with secured SSL and TLS settings, recommended. If for whatever reason this one doesn't work, then only you go to using these settings. Okay, it's slightly different. This is more secured. The top one is more secured. Okay, so this is all you need. The information that you required in order to set up your email. As you can see earlier on, I have already set up 2 email accounts. Okay, it's Peter Chow and support. You can also use admin. You don't need to use support. You can use help. You can use hello, whatever you need to set up. And I believe you have unlimited number of email accounts that you can set up, or up to 1,000. I can't remember which one, but it's a lot, so don't have to worry about running out. Okay, so this is done as I have shown you. Let me just set this up as well. This is a password to my email that I've created just now. Okay, so 2 different accounts, 2 different setups done. And let me get back to my email. Add 1 more account. Okay, yeah, it's automatically set up for me. So perfect. This is a new, I guess it's a new feature within the OS. Previously, I didn't do it this way, but this is so much simpler. This is perfect. Okay, so coming back to where we were just now, we have set up email address. We have set up domain name. We have set up hosting. Now I need to, within this web hosting, which we have bought before, I need to install WordPress. And this is where we need to go. Back to control panel. Move all the way down, I think. Let me just double check that. There we go. Softaculous Apps Installer. Click on WordPress. Okay, evolution latest script. Screenshot demo ready. Okay, this is it, my apps. Install. It should be an HTTPS. Let me just come back to double check on the status of the SSL. Products. Okay, still under alert. It's purchase. Let me go in and manage and see what is happening. We initiate activation. The computer process into finalize domain control procedure. Edit methods. Approval email. If you're using HTTP based DHP, okay, let me try this. Download edit validation file. In progress. Decode. Done. Mango, then go support. Done. Check my email again. See if I receive anything. No, this is the email. Certificate activation successfully initiated. Okay. So it should be fine. But it's still saying in progress, so we'll just leave it as it is for now. Domain list. Yeah, okay, so now let me see. products again. Manage. Certificate activation successfully initiated. I guess we on their side they are going through the process. So like I say, we are going to leave this and we come back and check again. Okay, but I remember the last time when I did this, it's the same thing. It takes a while, and when I come back to check later on, it's approved. So for now, come back to here. So the protocol is HTTPS, but it's not found, so I don't use that for now because it's not properly set up yet. The domain is okay. In directory, I'm putting in the root, so I'm going to put not going to put anything here because it's going to be in the directory in the root. Okay. So if that's not ready, I'm just going to use this. Just look through site name. Then you don't have to worry about this again because you can always go back and change later on. This is just a placeholder. Admin. Okay, you need to know this because this is going to be your admin login. Okay. So if you remember what I mentioned to you before, which is here, you will be given a URL to log in into the admin. Your website is going to be this. Website would be URL. It's going to be HTTP S. Once the S, the certificate is approved, you will be able to use S. So what you have, this one should also be S. Okay, so it will be your domain name .com. Okay, if you just enter this here, you will go to your website. If you just add /wp.admin, you will be able to go into your control panel for WordPress. Okay, now WordPress is already installed. It's pretty much already installed. Now we just need to finish this up. Admin email is of course not this. I'm going to give it to support at an existing email. Admin password. Okay, this is where you need to set up your own admin, right? HMNGTMG. Okay, I need to copy this. WordPress WP admin cpanel. I have email that I'm using and a user, is it username? Admin username. And then I need the password. Right now I'm going to use password 123 for now. Oops. Password 123. Okay. But don't use password 123, okay? Put something more secure. Okay, so everything is fine. It's English. Total cash, super cash. The rest is fine. I'm going to use select this one. This as a theme to install. And it's doing its thing now. Okay, congratulations. The software of WordPress is successfully installed. No, I don't want to tweet about it. I think we are done. Let me just get out to uploader. Let me just go back to control panel. There we go. Okay, so let me just try to go into my website, my brand new website, domain name that I purchased. Okay, so this is it. This is the sample page. If you see all this, it simply means that your website is properly hosted. You see how fast it is. Now, if I want to go into the backend where the WordPress control panel is, add that in, wp-admin. Wait a minute. Copy. HTTP. Oh, let me try HTTPS and see whether it's working or not. HTTPS. No, it's not private yet. That means it's not activated yet. S, I don't use yet. /wp admin. Okay, so if you see this, it simply means that your WordPress is properly installed. tng admin password 123. Remember me. Okay, so as you can see here, you are done in the sense that everything that we require to do for now, which is WordPress web hosting, is complete. If you see this, is complete. Okay, now you want to see how it appears as a website. Go to themes. Remember, I've selected the Poseidon as a theme. Now let's just use this. This is a better theme in terms of a demo account. So this is done. All I need to do is come up here, visit site, and you will see a proper site coming up. Here we go. All right, it's working. Everything is working. And don't worry about this for now. It's just a placeholder. It is just a dummy site. What we will be doing is in the backend, which is all here. And that is the next session that I'm going to cover. For now, I think this is enough. Until next time, I guess I will see you soon. Let me just get back here before I go, and remember to email setup. I don't need to send you anymore because I've just shown you how to do that already. Okay, done. So this file will be attached together with the I'm going to set up a membership website where you can log in. I'm going to give you live access to this membership website. And within this website, it will have lessons of videos all organized nicely. And with every lessons, with every module, there will be downloadable supporting files. And these files will be, this particular slides deck would be available together with the first module, the first lesson. Okay. So all this information are available to you. All right. So thank you. I'll continue and do another one, which is meant for here to here probably in the next round. Okay. Right. Thank you.